Thank you. Thanks. Good evening, everybody. This is really honor in front of every leader to present about what kind of smart intelligent solution can be offered in terms of digital transformation. See, this particular session, I'm going to be dive deep in what's happening in the GCC, which talk about what are the value proposition which can be drive it across. Some of the procedures will talk about various initiatives here with respect to the outcome-based, more of given back to that industry and all that. I think this presentation, what we have, which is definitely going to help you all. See, this is something that I inspired based on Steve Jobs, and always customer challenge is a crucial to walk backward the technology. We start with the technology, we should not figure it out where to fit it. That was a great quote from Steve Jobs. Take that as an inspiration. What make any GCC digital transformation more successful? It can be called out as a formula or a framework or a methodology, which has been proven, and a number of projects that we work closely with GCC to kind of deliver with that particular framework. But I just pick up here with the three different use case or the case study, which I will touch upon. First of all, the clarity in what was the ask, the problem statement. It could be agentic related, or it could be digital transformation of any old application to new application, could be anything. The first point of the framework is the problem definition and the statement clarity. Why behind the transformation? That's very critical. This is principle of old school, and definitely it's also helping the AI, which I'll touch upon it in the short while. Then, choose the technology. The choose the technology, I didn't mean that just a tool. It's about architecture, it's about design framework, it's about delivery mechanism put together. It should be fit for purpose solution. It should not be, fit the technology, what was exist and adopt it. It shouldn't be. Third is measurable outcome. Input and output are clear. The digital transformation can be effective. In that particular note, defining a measurable outcome is a very, very crucial step. This is going to be the success story. With this particular framework, I'll walk you through with the different real-time benefited GCC case studies, how it transformed into the reality. First one, there's an application which has been very old, with digitally very, very old application, but it's very robust. It delivers various 61 process, digitalized process, and 20 years old application, which they want to transform. It's incrementally developed. It's serving a need for 20 years. Obviously, you could be able to understand that. As soon as that particular audit team and they're putting a compliance in place, it has to be replaced, obviously, with a security and compliance challenges. And immediately what we can think of, okay, can I do up and shift? Can I really do some kind of upgrades? It's a natural technical solution that we landed on. Shouldn't be. We need to really understand more and try to really see, is there any operational inefficiency exists with Visual Basic application? Or is it something like almost 1,500 report to supplying to the various shareholders, which is the line printer compatibility? Does it really possible to achieve with the new technical world, which is crucial standpoint? So that's going to be problem statement. The problem statement, as soon as comes, dive deep in it, try to really understand the real value, come with the measurable outcome. The measurable outcomes are well defined before and after. Before you define what are the various perspectives of it, then think about the technology. The technology will reshape. Sometimes you optimize, sometimes you kind of improve upon. That's the evidence that we are seeing. Based on the problem statement and outcome definition, we decided as a team, along with the GCC leaders, it's going to be greenfield reengineering initiative. See, the risk is 20 years, almost 5 lakhs different tables, and peta-size data. How do we kind of re-engineer it? Then obviously a lot of delivery risk. So we kind of work closely with that and trying to really build 61 process, audited, technical audit done, create an upfront risk database, ensure that all the mission critical information transformed, and create a data model which is really benefited overall. By means of the incremental delivery approach and properly designed architected perspective, after the end product delivered and is successfully running for so many years, the measurable outcome, if you could see, it gives the business value proposition, it's also give you the operation value proposition, and the compliance, which is the core area, which has been addressed, and which is rated as a 4.6 as excellent outcome. One of the mission that I'm saying, the framework which has been followed, with a detailed risk and perspective and assessment, this is the clear outcome which GCC aligned with the HQ expectation, and get grade the value proposition. That's a one. Okay, it's only really satisfied the old school of anything data migration and related project? No. There's another problem which we solve for GCC and trying to really give you. There's an organization who do a knowledge-based delivery mechanism. They have n number of analysts who really performing the activity. The challenge they have is the team leader who is a thinker who need to be properly aligned and deliver the task rightly. Otherwise, the efficiency goes for the task. First point, operational inefficiency exhibited. Dive deep in it. Can we have the portal developed and trying to give them digital preference would help? No. Dive deep again. Try to see, is there any human error which has been clearly evident? That is also evident. And is any scalability limitation? Yes, it is scalability limitation. Keep that as a base. We try to really design going to be digital worker. We kind of create a digital worker with a measurable outcome. Obviously, email reading with the current Gen AI perspective, which is possible to take it care. Loan classification, all the tasks that are classification perspective can be achieved. Identified all the automation process in place. Frankly, for a given a shift, one particular measurable outcome, efficiency improved, there is zero error, everything is digitalized, deliver the particular TL, the cost saving for a shift will be 200. Look at the scalability. They are operating out of almost 7 different shifts, almost $1 million saving that they're really talking about in today. That's a real benefit which has been transformed, which is really benefited even today. So, keeping that, next use case with the same framework. Are they having clarity? Do we have a right solution? Is it something that outcome is measured? Another challenge which came is one of the agri-based company, with GCC. They came forward. They have a huge problem on planning, stock management related issue. How do we bring the predictability on the sales for the next 3 quarters? The first problem to be look at it is, where do we stand at AI? Is it AI/ML suitable to that? The first question that we kind of working with GCC Leela, the first one that we identified is, are they having enough data? Do you have a quality data in existing historically, 36-month data, which is very quality? These two is there. Then look at it, you really wanted to have automation process in place, or you wanted to land it on AI/ML? What would be that? The predictability on forecasting demand is exist? Okay, I think it's direct yes, you need to get into AI/ML perspective of it. We took it, we take almost 36 different month data, worked on the demand and forecasting process with the various AI/ML methodology, which has been proven into the industry perspective of it, and come with a measurable outcome. Cost is the one, operation efficiency in another one, with something that's stated very clearly in that particular perspective of it. With the 10 different KPI, they could able to save $100,000, which is going to be benefiting if we expand it to the multiple perspective. Obviously, another problem lies with everybody's mind. Can I use a cloud? Can I not use a cloud? Can I build an open source based? Can I have it in in-house? All that, this particular case study, which is proven to the particular GCC that on-prem or cloud, it takes 1 or 2 years to get the ROI, which is being given, which is proven, which is really benefited out of that. With a particular framework, what we have, what is the takeaway and the key success? As long as under the GCC, any of the project, do we have a clarity in ask? With the right outcome is measurable as outcome is defined. With the right solution not only technology, it's about delivery mechanism, it's about various parameters of architecture and designing principle. If you really follow, you can definitely make this particular framework workable. It's really proven with the 3 case study. Then another biggest problem lies in the GCC perspective today. I'm looking for a quick wins. Quick wins is wrong. Definitely quick wins is not wrong. Low-hanging fruit is definitely showcase that particular GCC contribution greater to the HQ or principal companies. But vision should be very clear. You should have a sustainability framework should be clear. If you don't have a sustainability framework and methodology of enterprise architecture in mind, only work for the quick wins, I don't think it will be definitely a great win for any of the opportunity that you're working on. With the particular perspective of it, thanks a lot for the opportunity that you've given to me with the note, signing off. Thank you all.